Be prepared and patient because you will be astounded by what you see. This film explores the extraordinary life of Joe Pesci, who is currently 81 years old, and highlights his astounding transformations throughout the years. With each word and image we present, you will be amazed and inspired by the journey of one of Hollywood's most recognizable figures, so stay with us through to the very end. If all you know about Joe Pesci is his performances in iconic movies and his relentless energy on screen, you'll be shocked to see how he has evolved while maintaining the charisma and grit that made him famous. Joe Pesci has long been regarded as a legend in the acting industry due to his powerful performances and the unadulterated, indelible presence he radiated on screen during his prime. We were amazed by his ability to emphasize himself in movies, like Goodfellas and Casino, by using every gesture and every remark when he was at his best. His larger-than-life presence was well received by audiences around the world, and his career was characterized by his sardonic humor and tough guy persona. People who remember Joe Pesci as the fierce, unyielding powerhouse of the film industry may be surprised by his appearance as he gets closer to 81. Even the greatest idols undergo changes over time. We politely and openly examine his growth in today's movie, seeing how the actor has grown up while retaining the distinctive trait that makes him special. Age-related changes are inevitable, but Joe Pesci's story is particularly inspiring because of his ability to handle them with grace and humor. Age does not diminish skill or character. Rather, it adds depth and experience that only strengthens a person's legacy, as Joe Pesci is a live example of. Age may have softened his once hard visage, but every change reflects life's experiences. After reading about his recent adventures and viewing these photos, you will notice that he has changed. Instead, Joe Pesci exhibits a level of maturity and authority that it would be difficult for many of us to accept from someone who played frightful, explosive characters in the fast-paced world of organized crime movies. As we walk you through this visual tour, you will notice minor changes in his gestures and manner. Joe was known as a kid for his ferocious looks, his sharp tongue, and the pure energy that infused everything he did. There is a softness in his eyes now, though, after a lifetime of hardships, triumphs, and experiences. Even if he laughs a little more slowly and moves more deliberately, there is a certain wisdom in his eyes that tells the story of a man who has seen it all and is still able to hold his ground. Some of these photos show him in relaxed, unguarded times away from the busy movie industry, and he looks stunning as he ages. Instead of young perfection, it's a beauty that comes from a life well lived, with memories, pains, and joy etched into every line of his face. For years, fans have pondered how the harsh and uncompromising Joe Pesci would handle growing older. As we reveal these striking images today and provide insights from those who know him best, the reaction is surprisingly warm and positive. Joe Pesci's transformation serves as proof that true strength grows more nuanced and important with age rather than waning. He no longer possesses the angular edge that used to define his big-screen personas. Instead, he exudes a calm strength and a reflective look that inspires admiration rather than fear. Some of the images we'll be showing are of the man behind the parts in quiet times of introspection, which contrasts with the explosive roles he had played and reveals a depth that only time can reveal. Look at a set of pictures that demonstrate a remarkable change, from the gregarious young star best known for his dominant on-screen demeanor to the sage, experienced individual who now enjoys life's little pleasures. In addition to being a stunning feast, these pictures serve as a powerful reminder to loyal fans that aging is a natural part of life and should be welcomed rather than feared. Joe Pesci's current appearance, which includes an open, honest face and a confident smile, demonstrates how his character has only become stronger over time. It provides a rare glimpse into the perseverance of a man who has remained true to his roots while adjusting to the inevitable march of time. As you observe, you will also hear from people who have worked with Joe and have personally witnessed his development. Friends and colleagues talk about how, despite Hollywood's pressures, he has stayed loyal to himself. They describe him as a man who never lets the attraction of fame change who he is at his core and who cherishes integrity, hard work, and a straightforward outlook on life. These first-person accounts lend the images a greater meaning, turning what may have been seen as a simple aesthetic change into a tale of perseverance, strength, and the beauty of genuineness. They act as a reminder that even well-known people struggle and that vulnerability can be strength. Now that he seems to have embraced his age with a fearlessness that is both noble and contagious, Joe Pesci is especially inspiring. He wants to be open about his current self, flaws and all, rather than hiding behind a mask or avoiding the spotlight as some may expect. His choice to stay true to himself and not try to be like his younger self has resonated with many others who view it as a reflection of their own struggles and successes. The assertion, "I have lived, I have grown, and I am still here stronger than ever," is audacious. These pictures not only show his physical transformation, but also provide visual proof that unexpected strength and grace can be displayed in later life. Through a combination of spontaneous photos, behind-the-scenes films, and red carpet appearances, the movie chronicles Joe Pesci's whole growth. Each carefully selected and placed image highlights a different aspect of his trip, which is as intricate as the guy. From the passion of his early career to the reflective calm of his last years, these images serve as a reminder that time leaves its mark in both beautiful and useful ways. They show that the vigor that made him famous remains despite the inevitable physical changes. As you watch these events unfold, you get an intimate glimpse into the life of a man who never fails to enthrall us with more than his on-screen identities. In a culture that is often consumed with youth and perfection, Joe Pesci's story is a refreshing reminder that true beauty comes from inside. His narrative demonstrates that aging is a natural part of life, and that every wrinkle and line represents a lifetime of experiences, setbacks, and triumphs. His transformation is about acquiring new qualities that only time can provide, such as a unique and remarkable honesty, openness, and depth of character, rather than losing the qualities that made him renowned, as the movie's images and narration show. We appreciate you taking the time to participate in this critical analysis of Joe Pesci's life at the age of 81. I genuinely hope you have appreciated learning about the reality behind the headlines and have acquired a new perspective on how to grow up gracefully without going crazy. What surprised you during Joe Pesci's transformation, and how do you feel about his suggestion to age gracefully and authentically? Please simply share your thoughts in the space provided below. Your perceptive remarks help us all to appreciate the true beauty of life's various phases. Enjoy the film and remember that sometimes a small change in appearance can disclose the most profound story.